look at Sora, and I know ConCon has been looking forward to this character specifically as like their dream character, the only one that they wouldn't usually go for of their usual repertoire. But he's trying to make the Sora work. He's trying to see what this character has to offer.
I mean,
and
you could just say that ConCon just plays girls.
he does play the squad.
He plays every girl, guys. Yeah, ConCon usually, I wouldn't say it's a character that doesn't fit his playstyle, because definitely Sora has some of the mix, of a Bayo-esque Rosa as well.
Oh yeah,
has some type of gameplay that fits him specifically. But you know what? Yeah, it is not a common character that you'd see in a ConCon way, in the ConCon way.
Yeah, visually at least, floaty and range-based makes a lot of sense since he comes from characters like a Rosalina background, from a Min Min background even. So he's able to adapt to multiple playstyles, and it looks like he's doing just fine at the start of this game one, having a lead on Stretch. But Stretch is the tried and true, always trying to do his best with this Lucina, truly believing that Lucina can hold firm in any matchup in this game for how strong her base kit is. Yet that up B out of shield is certainly going to take it for Connor, and I love that air dodge, getting away from the Dolphin Slash.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is Stretch hasn't been having the best of luck, from what we've been usually able to see from him in past fusions. He's been in a bit of a slump. Still going to get that stock with the up smash, finally getting the call out right there with that air dodge landing on the plat. But one thing I want to see from Stretch is, I want to see prime Stretch. He's been in a little bit of a slump, but he's been slowly getting back to the groove of things. Life hits, and that down smash hits a lot harder as well as he gets the shield break. But not going to get killed yet. He was still at a pretty early percent, but that's still damage on the board, and you have to be very careful with how you go up against a character like Sora, because he is susceptible to minimizing that shield.
Yeah, with things like that Blizzaga as well, being able to mincemeat shields, down smash doing a ton of shield damage, and just that alone, on top of how often he's able to pepper aerials, really stresses out your block and stresses out your block discipline. But Stretch, all for that discipline, is able to easily make up that lead and then some. Missing the fair is ConCon on those platforms. It comes down with that down air. You do have to respect that down air because it sends it at such an awkward angle.
Yeah, down air is definitely not a tool that you see used too often, especially from what I've been seeing from a lot of other Soras. Oh, and once again, the Sonic Blade. It's one of those instances where you shouldn't fear that you're going to make it back to stage or not, but sometimes the buttons don't connect and the buttons don't work for you, and sometimes you just lose your stock.
It's like a 50-50, right? Because you're trying to put your stick back to neutral so you don't fly past ledge, but you just want to get right at that perfect spacing to snap. ConCon looking like he went back, put his stick to neutral a little bit too early, and now is facing his first stock deficit of this game. But for how much longer with that down tilt, missing the confirm afterward though, and Stretch is taking it in stride. Yet the second time, that tipper down tilt into up air is going to come in clutch.
Yep, and right now we are back at even in terms of stocks, but one thing to keep in mind is Stretch has been doing a lot of damage. He's been tacking on a lot more on ConCon, no jump, but still going to be able to recover, but in a bad predicament, going to air dodge back. Basically, you were too close to the blast zone. Any move you did there, if it wasn't just trying to DI and make it back safely, is going to cost him the stock. I don't know if he air dodged or maybe threw out an attack that he shouldn't have, and it cost him that one. Stretch ran away with that one, mainly due to that SD that we've seen already in 2 occasions.
Yeah, it's just learning how to manipulate a really floaty character like Sora can be surprisingly punishing, because if you are even a little bit off, since you can only cancel up B into side B, then sometimes things can fall a little bit flat as ConCon realizing that, like, yeah, the Sora did fine, but I want to make sure I'm moving on in bracket first and foremost to play even more players and to play at a high level with that Sora. So here comes the Min Min.
Yeah, Min Min has definitely done a lot of wonders for ConCon, so, I don't disagree with the pick, and being able to get a stage like FD, which many Min Mins excel on, does a lot more in his favor. Could have been the fact that Stretch was not sure if he was going to stick to Sora or not. I mean, with the plethora of characters that ConCon has, you never really know what stage is going to be the best counter pick. But you know what?
Connor says he drops characters, but then really doesn't.
Yeah, that's the real issue right now. That could also be the counterplay. I mean, sometimes you just make up stuff so people will believe you, and that goes into your counter picks as well. You know, those kind of things do pay off, and ConCon right now, you know, had the lead in terms of percentages, but seems like is struggling to keep neutral stage.
Yeah, it's more. I more attribute this to how Stretch is playing this matchup so unbelievably well. He's been parrying a lot of nairs. He's been respecting a lot of space. His air dodge timings have been great. Very often a little bit later, trying to punish ConCon for waiting just that extra bit.
Ooh, he could have gotten a better punish with that. I respect the Dancing Blade just in hopes, but gonna get punished for using the Dolphin Slash. But we are gonna break shields, and we are gonna reset things back to a 2-stock game.
A little bit of a handoff. It's like, all right, you broke my shield on a nice little delay last game. Here's one for you too. And Stretch building himself back into this game, though for how much longer, as ConCon is in complete control of this right side of the stage, getting that grab as well, missing the air dodge timing yet again, but that powered up dragon could cover so much, waiting it out, but Stretch with the air dodge and the cross up as well. Yet ConCon keeps control, that down smash whiffing, but he's still holding on. Maybe this edge guard will prove something different. No, he gets right back to center.
He had the call out right there, but you know what? Min Min is just susceptible to just escaping some things here and there. Dragon's not going to come out and do much, but we have the Ram out in play right now. That could be, I mean, the Megawatt, I should say.
Both of them are flying around, but again, a tech in read.
No punish, though. That was...
Yeah, he wanted something hard. He was looking for an F smash read or an up smash, trying to follow, knowing that F smash might not kill from center stage. But but yeah, the tracing on the angles on the arms, super clean from ConCon. Really trying to punish Stretch for some of Lucina's floatier options. Yeah, no jump.
He had the right idea there with escaping, you know, getting hit by Stretch, but you know what? You already used your jump, and you were already in a pretty weird spot where, you know, it could have gone horribly wrong. You re-grab ledge, so you're putting yourself in an even bigger predicament right now, but still going to barely escape it and make it back on stage is ConCon, who is now applying the shield pressure right now and not putting himself in any danger.
Yeah. I don't know if it's intentional, but Stretch's positioning has been beautiful, as well as his punish game, being able to loop air dodge reads and cover so much. And the drift over to ledge, too, knowing that ConCon is expecting him to drift in. A 113 in the blink of an eye. Stretch really cashing in on so many of these reads.
Living it out, though, is ConCon. I don't know if that was just perfect DI or he was just not going to die to it.
Again.
But Stretch, once again, putting authority into the final stock. If the up smash can't do it, I'm just going to style on you a little bit more harder. Get that dare into up air. What a stock. That was just a perfect way for Stretch to end it and finally regain, you know, what we've been missing from Stretch before.
Yeah, that kind of oppressive advantage state that he's been able to, he was able to hold on to. And with Min Min's middling airspeed and almost forced to go to ledge by that own counter pick, biting him in the butt a little bit, but he was just able to constantly force ConCon to go back to ledge, force ConCon to have to pick something like Nair to come at a disadvantage, since Min Min doesn't have great options to hit directly below, except Nair and down air, which you're not really going to be often using down air. So clean stuff from Stretch.